Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, look at him.
Three down. Motion. Watch in. Showing up.
Hey!
Watch out.
Express! Hey!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Two times. Three down. Hey, check. Three down.
Throwing on second down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
20.
Out. Check. Fresno. 8.
Express!
SOS.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Three down. Jim.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check three, check three, check three.
21.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
13 more yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
65.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Here we go. 65.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
Here we go.
I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
13.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready.
Tight on the left. Move.
8.
Kill.
Great.
Throwing on second and long. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Single receiver.
8.
Tight right.
Gun.
Third and long, it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Rush in.
11.
Rush in. Check
12, fellas. Here we go. Get hot.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Switch. Kill. Whip.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
We ain't giving him nothing to do. Kill. Hey, turn
21.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Check 3 on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
6 yards to go.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mark 55. Mark.
Hey, zoom.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Hey, gun.
55 is my guy. 55. I got it. Check 3. Check.
21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 25 yards that time.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another 49er.
Here we go.
First
80.
down.
Right there.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check 31. Check 31. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down now, run with McKinnon.
Shit.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready? Right to the street.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
20. Win.
Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. Let's make these babies.
Newton on first down.
Let's make these babies proud.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A final shot before the break. Newton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
White. Hey, high 7.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 2.
Begin.
Black.
Check. Kill. Turn it up.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
I got you. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on second down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch. 20.
Watch out.
8.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
1, Omaha. Check three. He's 21. Here we go.
Coleman now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80! 59,
Mike to 59. Let him know.
Back. 11. 11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. And the Browns, they've extended their lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the 44. Newton is going to float this over the middle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Brings up second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, Davey!
Don't get nervous.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Know your job.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out. Tight end right.
Great.
Got three there.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward.
Here we go.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 24.
Lock. 65.
Check. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, gun.
99. Check 99.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go.
59. Get that quarterback, D-line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. And that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Check. Hey!
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On the ground, McCaffrey.
That's where you belong.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 20.
Squeeze, double.
Newton. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here? Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Second and 11.
We got a plane to catch.
18-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for San Francisco, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they dipped to